What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt. All right, now this here made the doctor's day. This was great. This was great news here. So the PlayStation State of Play just went off, and there was a few interesting announcements, but the one that caught my interest the most was this one right here, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. But before we get things started, we're still on the road to 20,000 subscribers, so if you're into Nintendo Switch 2 content and you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let me know what you think in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button. So Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection was just announced. Now, it was announced during Sony's State of Play, but it's also been confirmed to be coming to the Nintendo Switch and also the Nintendo Switch 2. So this marks the first Mortal Kombat game on the Nintendo Switch 2 officially, or first Mortal Kombat anything on Switch 2. And this is even better than I thought it was going to be. So long time ago, I discovered that they were working on an unannounced fighting game collection using Unreal Engine 4, and it would be coming to the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox One. And this collection was Mortal Kombat, and it was supposed to be the first 3 Mortal Kombat games with added online and new, refinements and stuff to make it more current. It even got so far to get rated. But after that, it fell off the map, and Arcade 1UP released a bunch of more Arcade 1UP cabinets featuring Mortal Kombat, and it seemed that maybe this thing wasn't going to come out because it was missing the anniversaries. They were at the 30th anniversary, no announcement. The new game came out, no announcement. I was pretty much bugging Ed Boon about it for years. No announcement. But then today, we finally get the announcement of this game, but this isn't the same game it was going to be before. No. This time, they've gone all out. And it's interesting because when Ninja Turtles The Cowabunga Collection was announced, I immediately tagged Ed Boon in a tweet saying, now it's your turn. And it's funny because not only did that happen, the same developer that did Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection is doing this. And they're giving it the same amount of care, if not more. So this is incredible because the amount of games that are being announced and the amount of versions that are being announced for this are just like what happened with the Ninja Turtle collection. This is a Mortal Kombat fan's dream come true. So these are just the games that are announced so far. So we're going to have the original Mortal Kombat. You're going to have the arcade version, the Super Nintendo version, the Sega Genesis version, the Game Boy version, and the Game Gear version. We're going to have Mortal Kombat 2, the arcade version, Super Nintendo version, Sega Genesis version, Game Boy version, and the 32X version. Mortal Kombat 3, we're going to have the arcade version, the Super Nintendo version, and the Sega Genesis version. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is going to be the arcade version and Super Nintendo version. We're going to get a game that people have been requesting a port of on consoles for a very long time. Mortal Kombat 4, the arcade version. A game that is notoriously, due to the Zeus hardware, notoriously kind of hard to emulate, will also be included in this collection. And then you have Mortal Kombat Advance for the Game Boy Advance, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance for the Game Boy Advance, Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition for the Game Boy Advance, But then it's a bunch of question marks, and then they said there are more on the way. It says, what's next? Well, Mortal Kombat is all about secrets, so we'll hope you don't mind if we keep a few of our own for now. But here's the thing. I have an idea of just what some of those other games could be. So Ed Boon has been asking people on Twitter what they think, which games they would want remastered, and he's been name dropping certain games. And I think that since this collection is supposed to cover up to, from the 90s up to the 2000s, that we could be getting any of these games going all the way up to the 2011 Mortal Kombat. So it looks like we are going to be getting Deadly Alliance and Deception just based on them being already on there for the Game Boy. Like, why would you put Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance for Game Boy Advance and not put Deadly Alliance GameCube or PS2 or Xbox? Like, that doesn't even make sense. So I fully expect Deadly Alliance and Mortal Kombat Deception to be on there. Now, which versions they're gonna port, who knows? Because like I said, there was a PS2 version, a GameCube version, and also an Xbox version. Now, the funny thing is they could actually put the GameCube version of Deception, because technically that one came out last, but had an extra character. So Mortal Kombat Deception on this collection could actually technically be the GameCube version. But the last game on this collection could actually be Mortal Kombat 9. Now, this is a game that technically they could have sold this, a remaster of this by itself, and it would have sold fine. But maybe they're trying to really throw us a bone and actually put this on this collection. And the reason why I think that there's a chance this could be on the collection is because a couple years ago, I found evidence that a Mortal Kombat 9 remaster was happening. They were looking for people with experience with 360 and PS3 development. So, yeah, this collection has the potential to be huge. And I love the fact that they have all these different versions of Mortal Kombat. Like, this is great, because back in the day, Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 2 on the arcade, the Super Nintendo, and the Genesis, they all had different developers and they all had different music, right? The Sega Genesis versions in particular had almost completely different music from the arcade. But the funny part is, the Genesis music, even though it was not accurate to the arcade, arguably had better music than the arcade. So, with this collection coming out, a lot of you guys are going to finally be able to see what I was talking about when I said that. But yeah, I can't wait. This is going to be good. Buying this on the Switch 2 and PS5. So, seats will be had on both systems. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments section.